Hey everyone, welcome back. What could the Porsche Macan look like? That's what we want to talk about today. Best renderings for the week. This was in late November. Got this article and I saw the Volvo. I made a separate video for the Volvo because what we know is that the Polestar 4 will be competing heavily against the Porsche Macan. Similar price range, similar in luxury. The only difference is that Porsche is more well known and Porsche luxury is nothing to be played about. Like Porsche luxury is always so damn good. So it's nothing to play with. But we want to start with this one, the new BMW 5 Series. This is what it could look like, front grille area. BMW keep testing pre-production prototypes of the next generation 5 Series. And now we have more accurate idea of what the model will look like thanks to new spy photos. This rendering combines all the knowledge we have so far to the preview of the new 5. Now we get to the Macan. Development work on the first ever electric Porsche Macan hasn't been going as planned so far. According to the latest available information, it won't debut until 2024, but we already have a good idea of what it could look like as previewed in this rendered. Wow. So there is a lot of delays with this vehicle. And it just proves once again that the electric market is nothing to play with. The electric market is serious. You know what I like about the Porsche Taycan is because they took time to build the best electric vehicle that they can. And they did a brilliant job. They did an absolutely amazing job. Now Porsche wants to build electric SUVs. Next will be probably more electric sedans like the Porsche Macan, and then perhaps sports car like roadsters, like replacements for the 911 and Cayenne. This is what the Volvo could look like. I made a full video about this, so don't worry, we're not going to talk about it much. The name has not been confirmed, but for now we're calling it the EX30. We hope it is the EX30 because that's a pretty good name and it looks amazing. We saw a teaser from the back in the dark, but I think these renders are going to look pretty close to the real thing. But more on the Porsche Cayenne, because I don't talk about Porsche enough on this channel. I wanted to find some additional photos, renders possibly of the Porsche Macan. This is another render of what it could look like. This is not a real vehicle, but this is an idea of what it could look like. And it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I just don't like the back of the vehicle. I've always had such difficulty accepting Porsche vehicles. Some of them I really like, and some of them I don't like so much. Like the Panamera, I don't like the Panamera at all. I think it looks ugly. It's an ugly car, but I do love the Taycan. The Taycan is sexier than anything you can ever imagine. Now, this is another idea of what the Porsche Macan could look like. I like this a lot more because the back of the vehicle looks a lot more neat and professional and well-rounded, and the front doesn't look too bad. Obviously not a big hood because there's no engine. It's probably space for luggage and stuff like that, but you can see the difference with this photo and this photo. The back look completely different. Like the back of this photo looks like a cheap SUV crossover, but I want the back to look good. Like that's crucial. Obviously, something like this even looks better. Something like that with that kind of back even looks better. But you notice that there's extra seats in the back, probably a 7-seater, which is strange because the Macan is a smaller version of the Cayenne. There's no guarantee that Porsche will make a 7-seater Macan. There's no guarantee, but it is a possibility. This is the test photos of the Macan so far. But I think, given the fact that it's not in camo, a lot of this design is fake. I think the battery is probably real, the chassis is real, the platform is real, but the design on the outside is all fake to throw off people. Because this is a big deal. The Macan is a big deal for Porsche, especially the electric version. They want to nail this vehicle. Look at the back of this vehicle. I'm not talking about how it looks. I'm talking about the actual shape. Because it's a prototype. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about it because it looks horrible. I'm talking about the actual shape. I just don't like the shape of the back. The official version will obviously look nice and pretty, just like a new car. Of course it will. But I just don't like the shape of the back, Then again, Porsche did not disappoint with the Porsche Taycan. Many people thought they would. Many people thought the Porsche Taycan would not look anything like the renders. And you know what? It looked better. It looked better. So Porsche nailed it in that area. So the question is, can they nail it again with the Macan? And next they'll be working on the Porsche Cayenne, the electric version of the Porsche Cayenne. So I think right now they're just testing the real version of the vehicle, but the shell, the body, I think it's all fake. I think it's all fake because if that's the real body, they just given away, then we won't be surprised at what they unveil. And they want to surprise us. They want to impress us with the Macan EV. This will be a big deal for Porsche. So the sad thing is that it is delayed. It really is delayed, unfortunately. Now, what we know about this car so far is that it should be coming with over 600 horsepower, 738 pound-feet of torque. These are some more images just to give you an idea of what Porsche is working on. It's pretty impressive. Macan will feature all-electric drive, making up 450 kilowatts of power and 1,000 newton meters of torque. Like the Taycan, the Macan Electric will have 800-volt architecture that allows for charging at up to 270 kilowatts. That's good for a 25-minute charge to 80%. That's pretty damn impressive, wouldn't you say? I just don't think this is the final design of the body. Of course it's not. They wouldn't show it off. They would, if this was the final design of the body, they would have a camo livery just to throw us off, just to make us keep guessing, just to keep us guessing, just to keep us excited. But let's not forget that look at that. Look at the shape of the back. Yes, I know Porsche is trying to stick to their natural designs. That looks more like a Tesla X. And take a look at the back. Looks a bit more like the Tesla Model S. So I'm not impressed with the design so far for the Macan, but hopefully when we get the car in real life, it will look way better and it will be able to impress us. Seriously, there would be a camo if this was the final design. This is not the final design. This is just a shell of what it could look like. But yeah, this is where we'll end this video on this final clip. I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. Remember to subscribe to see more. We do have a newsletter. Link is in the description. Go check out our newsletter and subscribe. Also, we are now on Patreon. We're uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon to see more exclusive video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.